Hope everybody's well. I usually start, I guess, with an opening statement, so I'll do that if Kevin didn't already prompt me. But another good hockey game, real exciting hockey game that obviously BC came out the better in the end with two third period goals. But I don't think our kids ever quit or stopped getting opportunities. I think they ended up with 34 or 35 shots on net. But we didn't probably display as much offensive acumen as we wanted. A recurring theme seemed to be, shooting the puck up over the net or a little bit wide of the net when we probably needed to just make a little bit better executions in that area. But give the opponent credit; they played hard as well, and there were times when I think the game might have got just a little bit more open than we'd like. But again, we had chances right down to the end with a couple of power plays, a brief 5-on-3 where if you get one, I think of the nice pass from Julius Shawnee to Jesse and, just went up over the crossbar. So any of those certainly had a chance to change the complexion of the game, but we didn't do it. And one season ends and the playoff season begins this week.
Hi, Coach. Just talking about the postseason, with a great game yesterday and a pretty good game today, like you were saying, other than maybe those 18 seconds, what confidence does your team now have going into the playoffs, seeing that you can compete so well with a team like BC?
Yeah, I think anytime you play well against a good team and, the win we had last Saturday as well against Vermont, you've had a string of three real solid games. And I think the kids know what it takes because they've done it. And now it's a matter of, again, executing under a little bit of pressure. There's no question when you're, one and done, single elimination type playoffs, you have to perform. You have to do the little things, whether it's the goaltending or blocking a shot or, scoring a goal. They do have a positive feeling about that. And hopefully they'll carry that into, Wednesday or the weekend's playoff games.
Sorry if you can't hear me. So I was just wondering, on BC's second goal, you appeared to challenge it. I wasn't able to hear what the challenge was. And what did you say to the officials once it was ruled a good goal?
Yeah, one of the things the officials can do is they have the discretion to check to make sure they didn't miss a major penalty. And that was really what they did, was to go investigate that it wasn't a major penalty. It happened fast with the BC kid going right by Tamara. And what they saw in the end was that, when Tamara was either stopping or making a slight turn, the BC kid picked up her stick. And, when you're trying to do a couple things at once, stop, maybe turn, and all of a sudden your so-called rudder gets picked up. It throws you off balance, and that's basically what they said they saw. My thought was that if you're going to look at a major penalty, then more than likely you saw some type of penalty, but they didn't feel that was the case. Again, they were looking for the cross check or the hit from behind or the blatant high stick. They didn't see any of that, and so it went by as a good goal, and certainly was a big one.
And Coach, you talked about what the seniors have meant to the program earlier this week, but Christina Schuler talked about the ceremony and called it a tearjerker between periods. So just your thoughts on the pregame celebrations.
Yeah, it's one of those years that's a little bit hollow because typically, you'll have 50 or 60 band members. You'll have, 300-400 people in the building, probably a BC game, maybe 600 or 700. And so that extra energy is there. The extra fun that's there is missing. But, we tried to capture as much as we could. We had coaches all with phones connected to the parents as the kids came up to get their flowers and be introduced, and, took photos. And tonight, we're going to go upstairs and have a small celebration before we go for our next COVID test at 8:15, 8:30 tonight to make sure everybody's in good order for next week. But, Christina's accurate in that they were players who played outstanding hockey here for 4 years, were, again, major contributors from an academic standpoint, the standards just keep going through the ceiling in that area. And, you know, community service, you couldn't have people who are more giving and to help out and be around, whether it's the clinics or the Travis Roy settings, you know, our team impact that we had this year, reading to the kids around the city of Boston. I'm so proud of everybody that's worn this jersey, and these 5 are great examples.